up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I am a true believer when it comes to things happening for a reason, because guess what? I am here at Ferrari of Tampa Bay, and I am not here to review a Ferrari. I am here thanks to Matt and everybody at Tampa Bay Ferrari. They just took in, check it out, a Hennessey 850 Shelby GT350R. Now, the reason why I say I believe things happen for a reason, if you haven't checked out yet, I had a subscriber by the name of Matt. He let me review his Hennessey Exorcist, that 1,000 horsepower Camaro. Well, guess what? This is another beast from Hennessey Performance. They just make these wild creations. This under the hood has a 5.2 liter, that 5.2 liter V8 Voodoo engine. Guess what? No longer is it producing 526 horsepower. With a Whipple Supercharger putting out about 6 pounds of boost, it is putting out 858 horsepower. That's what I like to see. The car is the HPE850. They didn't stop at 850. 858 horsepower. You're looking at 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, quarter mile in 10.8 seconds. That is just mind-blowing when you think of what a stock GT350R can do. And a GT350R is no slouch by itself, but Hennessey did some massaging, did some tweaking, and we have this amazing beast here at Tampa Bay Ferrari. Let's go ahead and check out the front. So you can see just how aggressive the styling is on these GT350s. I've done them before, you've seen them. I promise you I'm not gonna stop doing them. One of the things you'll notice that separates what a GT350R is from the standard one is gonna be this lower lip splitter. If you notice, it sticks further from where the stock piece is. So it goes a lot further, where on a regular GT350, it's a little bit more tucked in. Another thing you'll notice, and people could change this, but this one is legit, is the red GT350 emblem. You have the Cobra there in bright red. You can't miss it from a mile away. This thing is sinister, finished in the black. The only thing I wished it had was some racing stripes. I think that would just knock it out of the park, especially maybe some flat black racing stripes. When it comes to Hennessey, don't expect a lot of exterior changes, because Hennessey Performance is not about a bunch of show. They're about the go. Now let me point out some of the things. So if we come around the side, one thing you'll notice on the hood is this is a standard GT350R hood. You have the supercharged letters, because lurking under that hood is that supercharger. Now with the supercharger, you're not going to have that mile-high red line of 8,250 RPM. It's been bumped down a little bit, still pretty high, 7,750 RPM. That's 858 horsepower. Unbelievable, John Hennessey. I love the wheels on the GT350R. This is another thing that's going to separate it. This is a unique style to the R. These are carbon fiber. It was one of the first production cars to have carbon fiber wheels. Yes, I know there have been other boutique brands that have had carbon fiber wheels, but for a standard production car, this was the first. You could see the big, huge Brembo calipers, bright red. That's another thing that separates it from your standard GT350. If you're looking really closely and you know your stuff, this has the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. Those are those super sticky gumballs that wrap around the wheels. Those are really track day tires. This is not something you're gonna wanna drive every single day with those tires. They're gonna wear out. You better have some deep pockets, because they're gonna wear out quickly, but they provide a ton of grip. I love the styling of just your GT350. There's the emblem, same on the R as on the standard. And then when it comes to a Mustang, I really love the classic lines that they blend in. They blend in that 21st century flair with that old school styling. Let's come out back and show you a couple things. So this is gonna be R specific. This is a carbon fiber. It is painted. This is a carbon fiber rear wing. There is our red emblem again, and there are some subtle hints. Hennessey. And the car being black, it's very hard to see. So if you pulled up behind this thing at a light and it took off in front of you, don't be surprised, because it's got 858 horsepower. Here's the other piece of the puzzle. HPE, that high performance Hennessey edition 850 This thing, 858 horsepower. I love to see that. Like I said, we're at Ferrari Tampa Bay. Somebody traded this in on a new Ferrari Portofino. It's only got 4,200 miles on it, so it's barely broken in. I love the rear diffuser on the GT350s. No difference here between the R and the standard GT350, but boy, do they look good. I'm sure you're ready for it. I'm ready to show it to you. Let's go check out that 858 horsepower supercharged V8. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, there she is, the heart of the beast. That's a 5.2 liter V8 engine. It's that Voodoo engine with that flat plane crankshaft. That is the Whipple Supercharger sitting up top. It's a root style supercharger, right bolted to the top of the engine. You could see that with the Hennessey High Performance, you're gonna get a larger air induction system. That supercharger is putting out about 6 pounds of boost. The capacity of it is 2.9 liters if you're doing the math. 858 horsepower, over 700 foot-pounds of torque. It is unbelievable what John Hennessey is doing with this. You get a nice numbered badge here. It shows you that this is number 6. This is a car you're just not gonna see. Normally you don't see too many GT350Rs. You're definitely not gonna see too many of them that wear that HPE850 badge because of that power. I love the work that they do. It's all under warranty for 2 years. What more can you ask for? Quarter mile time, 10.8 seconds, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. I promise you, those are increased numbers from factory stock settings on a GT350R. And if you're ready, I'm ready. It's that time to fire it up. Let's go ahead and fire up this Hennessey 858 horsepower GT350R. All right, guys, we're sitting inside the GT350R with that Hennessey magic. You're not gonna see a lot of changes here, I'll be honest, but if you look on the door panels, that is a difference between the R and the GT350, is that red contrast stitching. Also, up on the dash here, if you take a look, you'll see the red badging there again, and there is the 350R logo. This isn't about being totally different from the standard GT350. You do get these wonderful Recall Racing seats that, yes, there's the red again, only available on the GT350R, and at the top of the headrest there, very nicely done, the embroidery work. I think the money is really well spent on the seats. That's what the money went to. There is a little bit of harder plastic here, and up on the dash, everything is blacked out. They do that for a reason. When you're doing a track day with this car, they don't want glare blinding you as you go around the different parts of the track. I know personally, like at Sebring, going down the back straightaway towards Sunset Bend, it's called that for a reason. When the sun's coming down, your eyes hate it, I promise you. But everything is well placed in this car. It's not a lot of glitz, not a lot of glamour. I like the oil pressure and the oil temp gauges. This owner paid the extra money to have the infotainment and the AC put back into the car. That is something that is deleted. When you get a GT350R, there's no AC from the factory and there's no infotainment. You can pay extra to put it back in. You have that wonderful Tremec 6-speed transmission. Ford, put this gearbox in the standard GT. It deserves it. It's a well-oiled machine. I mean, nice short throws, very crisp. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this back because there's a surprise in the back. No back, there's no back seat. That's gonna help cut down weight, and that is another part of the magic with the GT350R, is to try to save some of that weight, not only with the wheels, but also with removal of the rear seat. I'm sure you're dying to see what it's like sitting behind the wheel. Why don't you come over here and I'll show you the business end. All right, like I said, guys, I love sitting in these GT350s, especially in R. This is technically the first time that Tom and I have actually been in a GT350R with it running. The last time was in the showroom at Walker Ford, but we are here at Ferrari at Tampa Bay. Thank you, Matt, for opening up the doors. But anyways, there's the dash layout. Another R specific is the red stitching on the steering wheel and the bright red strip here to let you know where top dead center is. Check out the dash. You're not gonna get the latest LED digital dash from Ford, but you do get a very good analog setup. But watch this, you could actually change the mode. So with the drive modes, you have track use only. You can hear that exhaust open up. You have when, for weather, for when it's rainy or the conditions get a little bad, and you have sport. But it's just really cool when you go into those modes, it automatically opens up the exhaust. Nothing sounds better than a Voodoo engine, but a Voodoo engine with a supercharger, that's pure magic. I like the Ford Performance logo down here. I wish they would have stayed in the early years with the 2016, how they actually put the stats of the engine and all that. But this looks cool too, and the pedal placement is perfect in this car. This is a track car. I want to take this to Sebring so bad right now and not look back. But you can see just how easy it is, the heel toe downshift. You hear that Voodoo engine stirring up on you. Clutch pedal, light as a feather. Light as a feather. Love driving these cars. If you're ready, I'm ready to wrap this one up. All right, guys, it's been one hell of a day here at Ferrari at Tampa Bay. Definitely got to give a big shout out to Matt and everybody here at Ferrari at Tampa Bay. Great local dealership, really doing some wonderful things here, and they get some really nice cars traded in, things that you just don't see, like this 2017 Shelby GT350 that is the HPE850 edition with that supercharger, 858 horsepower. If these are the types of cars that you like to see on Raity's Rides, which I know you do, leave a comment in that comment section. If you have not subscribed yet, honestly, what are you waiting for? These are the types of cars that we have to bring for you. If you have been a subscriber, you know these are the cars that we're bringing, and that's why you are a subscriber, and that's why you're on this journey with me. We have a wonderful community, a wonderful family. I'm so grateful for all of your support. Definitely want to check out my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. All original Raity's Rides content all the time. Get yourself some merch, Raity's Rides t-shirts, bandanas, hoodies, bags, the whole 9 yards. What you need to do is click that About tab, lower left-hand corner. You're going to click Raity's Rides merch shop, and then just order away. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I know a lot of you want to support the channel and promote the channel, and you guys are just awesome. And then, of course, I can't forget the man with the biggest arms in Florida, Tom Moschner, Big Guns McGee. Right now he's standing next to this palm tree, and I'm telling you, he dwarfs it. His arms are bigger than the trunk of this palm tree. Palm tree's a little jealous, Tom, I'm telling you right now. But Tom, thank you for all your hard work, your dedication. I know sometimes you get mad, but it's for a good purpose. And we all wish him well for his powerlifting competition, so definitely send him some love in that comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.